Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Michael Yoo. I'm a first-year dental student at Western University in Pomona, California. And for this video, I want to go over what to do after you are done interviewing at dental schools and after you're done applying. It's going to be a quick video. Some of the tips are going to be a little generic, but this is what I used after I was done applying to dental schools. And ultimately, I feel like it did help me get in. As always, for videos like this, I've put timestamps for each tip down below in the description, and any documents or website that I mentioned in this video will be found there as well. So again, these are 5 tips that I used after applying and interviewing at dental schools. This is a good way to make sure that you're on track with every single dental school that you applied to, especially if you applied to about 20 or something like me. Here's an example of an Excel sheet that I made for my friend just last week, and as you can see, I divided it into a lot of different columns. One column that I highly suggest that you make in your Excel sheet is a column for supplemental applications. I know now with ADEA you submit your supplemental applications with the school, but there are also some that have a separate website for their specific questions that they want to ask. So be sure to make your Excel sheet as organized as possible for you so that you can keep track on getting into dental school. Don't think that all because you applied and that you've interviewed, you're done with the whole process. I know I made that mistake the first time I applied to dental school. This is the last thing that you want to do, especially because you're not sure if you got into dental school yet or not. So keep researching, keep volunteering, and keep doing everything that you can to stand out in your application. All in all, don't stop doing the things that made you into a strong applicant, and keep being the best version of yourself. Keep in contact with dental schools to a certain degree. This doesn't mean emailing them and calling them every single day, trying to check the status of your application, or even trying to see how many more applications are left or how many spots are still left at that school. The only time you should call dental schools is if you have some kind of significant update on your application, like a paper that you published or a new volunteer trip that you just went on. Updating dental schools like that shows that you're still involved and that you want to be a part of their community. Before I move on to the next tip, I do want to add that you should at least call them once to make sure that your application is complete. I don't want you to think that you shouldn't call them at all. Definitely call them at least once to make sure that your DAT scores, your letter of recommendation, all of your academic updates are complete so that you're on your way to get an interview for that school. Tip number 4, stay positive. I know that sounds very cliche, but the last thing you want to become is a grump. I know during my application periods, the 3 application periods that I went through, I definitely broke down a couple times and I did lash out at people that I wish I hadn't. One of the best advice that I got from a dental faculty at University of Washington while I was working there was that it's not a matter of if you're going to get into dental school, it's a matter of when you're going to get in. I think that advice to me kept me going, and I hope that works for you too. So keep smiling, stay calm, everything's going to be okay. This last tip I have to add because I didn't know about it the first 2 times that I applied. The ADEA academic update period is a time for dental student applicants to go back into their application and update any coursework that they may have finished. Now this is a good reason to call dental schools that you applied to and update them on this class that you finished and ask them if they received your grades. So those are the best tips that I can provide for dental students currently applying to dental school and dental students who have interviewed at all their schools already. I don't know if that's possible, but for dental students who have already interviewed and are waiting to hear back. I hope that it helps you. I hope that you can stay positive during this time period. I know it can be so stressful. And again, it's not a matter of if you're going to get in, it's a matter of when you're going to get in. So keep being positive, keep smiling, keep being you. Last minute note, a couple of my classmates and I want to get together and answer a couple interview questions so that it may be easier for you guys to think of what you guys want to say at your interview. So in the comments below, please ask us what your hardest interview question is or an interview question that you want us to answer. We'll try to make this video as soon as possible. I need to coordinate with a few other people, so please comment below and hopefully we can get that to you as soon as possible. Thank you.